starting off the day with my favorite My Beauty Diary Black Pearl face mask. My favorite part about this mask, aside from the essence, is the material that it's made of. It comes folded with a clear plastic film so that you don't have to struggle to open it up. And there's this interesting stiffness to it that makes it so that it really clings and conforms to the contours of your face perfectly. But at the same time, it's thin and breathable enough so that you don't feel as if you're suffocating, which is the sensation that I tend to get with a lot of other brands of face masks. So I left that on for about 30 minutes, as evidenced by my dry hair here. 30 minutes is on the long end of the recommended time, but you know, I like to get my money's worth. I'm also taking any leftover liquid from the bag and rubbing the excess all over my face and neck because once again we want to get our bang for our buck, right? Next, I am just popping in my contacts for the day. These are by Motekon in the color Milk Tea Ash, and just like the name suggests, they give off a very subtle grayish, brownish, milky hue. So now we're gonna speed through my usual base makeup application here. By the way, I am filming this in my grandparents' old bedroom. I always sleep in this room for the most part whenever I visit my dad and my relatives in China. My grandpa passed away in the hospital about a year and a half or so before my grandma, and my grandma actually passed away on New Year's Eve 2016 in this very bed that you see behind me. So essentially, yes, I do sleep in the same bed that she passed away in. Some people might find that a little weird or gross, but I really don't have any problem with it, especially since I had a very close relationship with my grandparents despite all of our, communicational and geographical challenges that we had to deal with. They were just really good people who wanted the best for all of their 4 grandchildren. My grandmother in particular just had one of the most compassionate and kind souls that I've ever seen. I think my dad actually gets a lot of his selflessness and generous spirit from her, almost to a fault sometimes. I ain't inherit that shit, okay? But anyway, that is the whole point of my yearly trip to China. Aside from being able to see my dad, of course, I get to go to my grandparents' burial site and pay my respects to them as well. For the eyes, I decided to go with something really bright and cheery, something that would match my dress that I have on actually, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, what I didn't plan was for this to match the actual wallpaper in my grandma's room. That turned out to just be a happy coincidence. These are the ColourPop Eyes eyeshadow duos by RMK. The formula in these will forever be an enigma to me. It's like they're powdery and sheer and utterly unimpressive, but then once it goes onto your lids, it turns into this glossy, almost wet-looking shimmer, and somehow the color becomes more intense once it's layered against your natural eyelid color. So you don't need an eyeshadow primer for these. In fact, they work better on their own. And I'm just gonna get on with it and apply all 4 colors so that you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. Alright, so here's that Qipao I was telling you guys about. I think I got this custom made in the summer of sophomore year of high school. It was in one of those tiny street side dress shops where you basically pick the fabric that you want and they'll take your measurements and they make it right there for you on the spot. It came out to like less than 30 American dollars at the time, which is crazy. So I got this dress when I was 16. Surprisingly, I still fit into it. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. Yeah, unfortunately this mood was short-lived because it turned out to be 10 degrees colder than we had originally thought on that particular day, so I ended up changing into something warmer. Nevertheless, this dress did serve as the inspiration for my makeup look, so I thought I would keep that part in. So we're on our way to my grandparents' grave. Going to burn the offerings of money. What is the name of this holiday again?
叫 Qingming 节.
Qingming 节. It's for like honoring your ancestors.
Yeah, that's right.
So everyone is headed to the cemetery to do that right now.
Yeah. Like 20 days.
Yeah, there's a 20-day period where you can go visit your family's grave site.
哦，你上锅了，我就讲我们上来烧吧，等大哥来一下烧，然后纸。
我们先烧吧，要风那么大，高林
对，就是的，
高林生都是灰。
三个就上厕所去。
So this is row number 49. This is where my grandparents' tombstone is. See their names there. It's the patriarch, that's the matriarch, and their names. So I am part of the lineage, you guys. See? That's actually my name, although I'm not telling you how to say it, because then you'll know my full name. Only people who can read Chinese will know. The tradition is just to make offerings. Most of it is like this paper money. I think it's actually made of some sort of incense material, and then we burn it so as to furnish them with all that they need to live their best afterlife. Oh, come here. I just noticed that this says Hell's banknote.
Yeah. 这纸打开。
最近回来看你们了啊！
爸，就是今年回来了啊，我们来了，来看你了。就是今年加班要工作，叫我们带给你来，等到他妈学习了就来啊。
Making it rain for the afterlife.
爸妈今年来看你，今年来看你了啊！
Incense paper. Although this says Hell's banknote, that is hella shady to me. I don't know who's producing this money, but I'm gonna have a word with this manufacturer because that is not where my grandparents are. Smells good though.
我妈是16年12月31号去世的，我爸是4月27号。15年4月27号。我都挂了。
搞个东西来挡着就好了。
搞什么挡？
Dad, why does this say Hell's banknote?
是吗？
Look, I want to know who makes these.
假的。
Yeah, but why would they put Hell's banknote?
这不是讲我给你这么多钱吗？他红那个带着裤子，带着裤子干什么？
No, it should be Heaven's banknote, right? It's the arrival of my cousin.
话放到你那个。
There's my little guy. This is my cousin's kid.
哦，小静在这，
大妈。
哎呦，静在这，还亮亮，
Hi.
亮亮长头看，哎，这边。
这个不要这全是灰。
是的，全。
老师，你把这些少。买的我隔壁的才往这边。
我就花的钱。
南宁那边独立熊。
We got American dollars too. Yeah, living it up. Living it up in the afterlife. Chill. I feel better about burning these.
来可以慢慢来。
下面
那个时间啊。
他妈要来个地方，他妈要来个地方。
你们带的应该听。
老是来的，
老师来就挺好。
看到老师就是
你要听话，要不听话，我们是你院的老师。
老师来了，脾气都没有了。
You don't have to listen to people. The people who listen to other people don't get anywhere in life. Check it out. There's people who brought food as well. Crackers and nuts, pies and that kind of thing.
好，一起鞠躬。好，一起鞠躬。
好，已经进了就行了。
对，
我们这次安静给我都是苦的多。
哎，
好，我大家来看你了啊！我把汤包也带来了啊，你们宠物也带来了。来，一鞠躬，二鞠躬，三鞠躬。
搞点水喝啊。
不要，我们来试一试，快点。这酒盘子，这好酒。
现在个点餐，
我来点。
好。
这酒是好酒。
我把下面挖。给它下面挖。哎，吃这么多，咱吃不了。
你拿筷子。那这个手指头我就筷子。哦。
我在这里。
老板，
我要菜。